Zaryadye Park, Moscow's futuristic oasis where nature meets history. Nestled in the very heart of Moscow, a stone's throw from the crimson walls of the Kremlin in the swirling domes of St. Basil's Cathedral, lies not a traditional garden, but a breathtaking manifesto of 21st-century urban design. Zaryadye Park, inaugurated in 2017, is more than a green space. It is a landscape of urbanism, a symbolic and sensory bridge between Russia's vast natural heritage and its futuristic ambition. Built on the historic grounds of the former Rossiya Hotel, the park has quickly become an essential symbol of modern Moscow, offering locals and tourists alike a revolutionary way to experience the city. The location is steeped in history. The Zaryadye district, once a dense medieval neighborhood, was cleared in the Soviet era to make way for what became Europe's largest hotel. Its demolition in 2006 opened a unique opportunity. Instead of constructing another commercial monolith, the city launched an international competition won by the renowned American consortium Diller Scofidio Renfro, creators of New York's High Line. Their visionary concept was to create a park of wild urbanism that would showcase the dramatic diversity of Russia's landscape. The four Russias in one park. The park's core philosophical and botanical idea is the representation of Russia's four main climatic zones. The tundra, a rocky, cool landscape with hardy, low-growing shrubs and mosses. The steppe, expansive, sunny meadows of tall, swaying grasses. The forest, a mixed woodland of birch, pine, oak, and spruce, offering shaded pathways in the scent of pine. The wetlands, a system of ponds, streams, and wooden boardwalks featuring aquatic plants. This ingenious design allows visitors to traverse from a northern marsh to a southern prairie within minutes, all within a panoramic frame dominated by Moscow's most ancient landmarks, a powerful juxtaposition of the country's scale against its historic core. A park for the 21st century. Zaryadye Park is a masterclass in contemporary urban planning. It is free and open 24/7, embodying democratic access. It provides crucial green lungs in the dense city center while using sustainable design and technology. It doesn't ignore history, but respectfully integrates the preserved 16th-century churches on Varvarka Street along its perimeter. While not without controversy regarding its cost and architectural audacity, Zaryadye has been overwhelmingly embraced. It successfully fulfills its mission to be a place of relaxation, education, and awe, where one can literally walk through the ecological soul of Russia while standing in the shadow of its political and historical heart.
But it actually makes coffee. So it's a robotic coffee barista. I think that's the right word. It's been here a lot of years. I think this has been here since the place was built. And quite often there's a bit of a crowd around it, depending on the time of year that you come. And then there's another visitor center here on the left-hand side, kind of built into the side of the park itself. It's very hilly, this little area where I'm walking, so they've tucked all the buildings underground so that you can kind of get as much landscaping on top as possible, and a lot of trees and plants. that they can fit the better. I mean, especially for an inner city park like this. Walking around, the one thing you do hear is lots of birds tweeting away. Maybe it's not so evident on the microphone, but these trees are well established now in the last 6 years or so since it's been here. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Now there is 2 viewpoints of the river that you can walk on in Zaryadye Park. So this is one of them when you kind of first come in, and you can see the Moscow River right ahead of us, some of the ferries going up and down the river. Actually a restaurant underneath as well. And this restaurant's kind of interesting. It's kind of a food court style place, but they've got one of the cafes in there where every item, no matter what you choose, is only 300 rubles. So the entire menu is one price. And that's quite reasonable for Moscow in terms of being right here in Red Square area. And we can also see buildings and businesses won't be open. But most of the normal places to the public are definitely open. Coming into Moscow today, there wasn't anything I saw closed. So I'm always curious who has these non-working days. So standing right here, we are literally on the middle point of this lookout here. So we're literally directly over the river now. You can see people stopping for a photograph. It's perfect photo opportunity spot here. Again, we can see all the boats going up and down the river. And then looking back on the Red Square, the Kremlin, St. Basil's Cathedral, and then the rest of Zaryadye Park here. And there's a very nice park within a park in the lower area, which we'll go for a little bit of a walk around. It's a big place to cover in one video, but I'll do my best. I really find it interesting, this contrasting view over the river here, because on one side over here on the right, you see the building with the chimneys. This is probably a heat exchange or some kind of a building for thermal heating for the buildings nearby. And then over here you see the beautiful historical buildings of Moscow. And obviously you can't get away from the main roads around the center of Moscow. It's actually a lot less traffic than usual because of this non-working day. So that's actually also nice. Sometimes when you walk along this bridge that I'm on now, both directions, it's bumper to bumper traffic, but it's much quieter. Lots of people kind of at their midway walk around the park and relaxing on the benches.